Welcome back to math. Today we're still on module 3. I'm going to do a quick review with you and then we'll move on to lessons 3 and 4. Okay, what are our fractions for this one and this one? What are our fractions? How many pieces has this been cut up into? 3 pieces, right? So I've got 3. And how many of them are shaded in? 1. So I'm going to put 1 over 3. How many pieces do I have here? 3. How many of them are shaded in? 1. And so we have 1/3 plus 1/3. Okay? When we have the same bottom numbers, we can add them together as normal. That means that we add the 2 top numbers. 1 plus 1 is? 2. And our bottom number remains the same.
3.
It's a 3. So, as you can tell, we have 1 2/3. Is that correct? That's how we got 2/3. So far, so good? All right. Let's now review this one. What are these cut up into? 2. Oh, hello. So we have our 2 on the bottom. How many of them are shaded in? 2. Bring down our plus sign. How many has this cut up into? 2. How many are shaded in?
1.
And I want you to say it just like I'm saying it. Say it the same way to yourself until you get used to doing these problems, okay? So, can I add these together?
Yes.
Why? Because they both have the same bottom number. So our bottom number in our answer is going to be 2. And what's the top number going to be?
3.
Well, 2 plus 1 is 3. Now this is called a improper fraction. Improper fraction. Okay? Now if we made it a mixed number, here's how you do it on mixed numbers. We have one whole here, right? So we could put a big 1. And then how much do we have on this one?
1/2.
A half. So as you can see, 3 halves are the same as 1 whole and a half. So 1 1/2. And that's the way we would say it. 1 1/2. And you guys remember from decimals, 1 1/2 and it means what? Decimal, and 5 is our half, so 1.5. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that some of you remembered that. Now let's go on to today's lesson.
Okay.
Today's lesson is Module 3, Lessons 3 and 4. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push back up on this. Is that okay with you guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change a little bit of this. Okay. I'm going to leave the 1/3 there. All right? And then let's do something a little different. And I'll just highlight this. Okay? How do we write out our fraction for this one? How do we write our fraction for that one? Remember how I said, how many pieces, say it with me, how many pieces is this cut up into? 4. So our bottom number is?
4.
I want you to say it just like that when you do it. Every time. You're going, Mr. McGuire, that's boring. No, it's not boring. It's getting your brain used to doing this. Okay? Now, can I add? Oh, first off, sorry. How many do I have shaded in? 1. So I have 1/4 and I have 1/3. Can I add these together?
Yes.
No, I can't add them together. Why? Because there's a 3 on the bottom of this one and a 4 on the bottom of that one, and they cannot be added together. So, what do we have to do? Gee whiz, I don't know. Well, let me show you the easy way. I'm going to have you draw lines where we have these guys. Okay? We're just going to bring lines over there from this side.
Sounds good.
Okay, sounds good. So now we've cut this one up into 4 going this way, right?
Yes.
And 3 going that way. Cool. So, what's our bottom number going to be? Well, we'd have to count them, right?
Yeah.
Ready? 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So we have, what's our bottom number going to be?
12.
12. And how many pieces of the 12 are shaded in?
4.
4. Good job. Now, can we add them together? No. Why? We don't have the same bottom number, right? What do we have to do to this side? We need to make the cuts like this one, right? So let me change my color so you can see. I hope you can see see how they are the same?
Yeah.
See, they have 1, 2, 3 columns here. I've got 1, 2, 3 columns here. Yay, for our team. So, I need to get rid of this, don't I? Okay, so how many, what was my bottom number for this? 12, because we counted the other side, right? And we know it's going to be the same. Okay, and how many are shaded in?
3.
Can I add these together?
Yes.
Why?
That's the same line.
It's the same bottom number. Excellent. So, what's our bottom number going to be in our answer? 12. And what's our top number going to be?
7.
7. Excellent. You are correct. Nice work. Okay, that's how easy it is to draw out fractions. It's a lot easier, isn't it?
Yes.
Good. All right. That was a pretty big one, huh? Was it too big for anybody? No? I'll tell you what. I'll make it a little different. How about if I do this? Would that be okay? I have to get rid of my previous stuff, right? Well, do I have to get rid of all the previous stuff? How about that? Is this still a half? Is it a half? Yeah. And actually, what do I have over here? I have a third, right? Okay. Can I add these guys together? Why? Different bottom numbers. So what do I have to do? I'm going to have to turn them into the same bottom number, right? How do I do that? Well, I take these lines, is this vertical or horizontal?
Horizontal.
Good job. And I'm going to make my 2 horizontal lines that match this one, right? Now, what do I have to do to this one? I have to put what? 1 vertical line, right? Okay. So it's like that one, right? Does everybody see that?
Yes.
Do we have the same number on both sides now?
Yes.
Ooh. So how many do we have here? 6. Nice. I'm going to put it on the bottom down here because I'm going to talk about these in a sec, okay? All right, so I have a 6. How many of those are shaded in? 2. So we have 2 6s on this side. Bring down our plus sign. And how many, what do we have? What's our bottom number again here? 6. And how many have been shaded in?
3.
Do you see that 3 is what? Half of 6, isn't it?
Yes.
Just like 1 is half of 2, isn't it?
Yes.
Cool. Can we do this problem now?
Yes.
Sure. So what's our bottom number going to be?
6.
6 and
5.
5 on the top. Good work. So do you see how to do this?
Yes.
Pretty easy, isn't it?
Yes.
You like it?
Yes.
Okay. That's how to draw out these kinds of problems.
Yes.
Now here's what I want to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do something just a little different. Okay, let me get rid of this. I'm going to make up a problem, and you have to tell me what the problem is. Okay? Yeah. Right? Okay, can you tell me what fractions do I need down here at the bottom? What fractions? Yes.
1/4.
1/4 plus, someone else give me the other fraction.
2/3.
2/3. Can I make them the same?
No.
I can make them the same. Okay, good. So what do I have to do to this guy? I have to cut him into fourths, right? Gotcha. Got it. And what do I have to do to this guy over here? Cut him into 3 horizontal, right? Horizontal rows. Okay. So how many do I have now? How many do I have here? 12. Good work. You guys are getting good at this. How many are shaded in? 3. Okay. And on this side, what's our bottom number? 12. And how many?
8.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. 8 twelfths. What does that equal? 11 twelfths. Cool. Excellent. I'm glad to see that. Good work, you guys. That's excellent. Now, let's talk about a word problem, shall we? We have a word problem. We're just gonna say Nadia. I'm gonna call her N. N spent 1/4 of her money. Oops. 1/4 of her money on a shirt, plus 2/5 of her money on shoes, right? What fraction of N's money has been spent? So how could I draw this out? I put my 2 boxes, right?
Yes.
What do I have to draw? What do I have to cut this one up into? 4. Okay. I'll do it this way. How much of it needs to be shaded in?
1.
Yeah, there you go. Good job, you guys. What do I have to cut this guy up into?
5.
5, okay. And how many is shaded in?
2.
2. Does it matter what 2's been shaded in?
No.
Not really. I'm going to put the 2 in the middle. Okay, so what do I have to do? I'm going to have to, can I add them together the way they are?
No.
I'm going to have to cut them up in the same way we've been doing, right? So I got to cut that up into fourths. I got to cut this one up into fifths, right? So what do I have? How many total do I have of these squares? 20. Good job. We'll put our bottom number down. How many do I have for the top?
5.
5. How many do I have on this one?
8.
And how many total?
13.
13 20ths, right? And that is our answer. All right. This is our lesson. I love math.